It's Scott Witzig with the Morton Community Foundation here with Patrick Manieri, the I can't remember.
It's okay.
The Director of Student Activities and Student Engagement, and also in charge of Bertha Frank Performing Arts Center. Okay, so that was a mouthful. But before we get started, I just wanted to share with you that it is Give Day, if you hadn't heard that. The Morton Community Foundation is looking for 250 donors to give $10,000 or more in one day. And so if you could help us out with a gift of any size, we'd appreciate that. You can drop off a check at our office at 105 East Jefferson in Morton, or you can use a credit card in the office, or you can very easily go online to mortoncommunityfoundation.org, and there's a really nice interface to make donations online. Having said that, the other thing that we're doing is we're going around the community and talking with some of the folks that we've given grants to this year. And one of those grants was a request that was submitted by Mr. Manieri here. And I have to read the name of this thing because I would never remember this, but it's a Blackmagic Design ATEM Television Studio Pro HD Live Production Switcher. And I'm going to let Patrick explain to us what that does.
Yeah, so what it is essentially, Bertha Frank is a huge component here in the community, hosting lots of events. We often have music events here, but we also have meetings and conferences, and different speakers need different abilities to project and share out PowerPoint presentations and videos and all of those things. And what we are working with here is a little bit of antiquated technology. So our current setup has a lot of our video production software and hardware is sitting over here in these black boxes. And I'm talking, we go old school. We even have a VHS player here. We have Blu-ray, we've got DVDs set up, and all of this, everything here is running into this machine right here. This machine's fairly old. It works to an extent, but what it limits is that it doesn't have any HDMI capabilities, which means it's essentially sending a standard signal, not an HD signal. And with how all of the video components have upgraded over the past couple of years, this machine has just become antiquated. As you can see, there's nothing on the back except these serial ports, its power cable. This serial port is running to our projector, which is located right over in the center of the booth, but that projector also is just not capable of receiving more of those higher end signals that we have. And so what we have to do right now is, like, this is a Apple TV that we use here in the district. It is HDMI compatible, which is this little square box in the back right here. We have to use different components to actually dumb down the equipment. So this goes from now an HDMI signal to what's considered a VGA signal, which is what a lot of us are used to for computer screens and those kind of things. But this is also becoming antiquated technology, and using VGA can't often support the HDMI signals that we're receiving from streaming and different videos and such like that. So the goal is that over time we're going to start with the most important piece, and that is the production switcher. And we've purchased this Blackmagic production switcher, which, as you can see, it definitely is an upgrade in image, which is important. But on the back here, it also allows for significantly more inputs. Specifically these HDMI inputs, but we can bring in component inputs. We have the ability to do some audio interface with this as well, which allows us to run into our audio system. Say the video needs to go into the audio system, super easy to add that. And so what this does is it does allow the same number of channels. So this is a 12 channel. The old mixer is a 12, or the old production switch is a 12 channel switch. This is also a 12 channel switch. It goes up to 12 right here. So we're not limiting ourselves, we're not losing anything. We're just adding a significant amount of technology, allowing for our presenters and our students and the capability to do much higher end production up here in the booth for when we are running those workshops and those sessions.
Okay, so Patrick, while some of the people may have jumped in here since we started this video, and they're not aware, but this is at the Bertha Frank Performing Arts Center.
Absolutely.
Up in the booth, what do you call it?
It's the production booth,
the
is what we call
production
it.
booth.
Yep.
And the Community Foundation provided a grant of $2,295,
which was the full expense.
Was that the full amount?
Full amount, yep.
Okay. So $2,295 to sort of upgrade this portion of the equipment, which will drive future upgrades
Absolutely.
in other areas of the equipment up here. So that's a really important piece.
Paramount.
And we're proud to be able to partner with the
Thank
school
you.
district
Absolutely.
on that. And so if you're interested in helping the Community Foundation to continue to do this kind of good work in our community, we'd love to have you give a gift of any size to our Give Day event today. And you can do that by going to mortoncommunityfoundation.org's website and make a donation. So thanks for watching.
Thank you, Scott.